Did you know that dolphins can tell if you're happy or sad just by looking at your face? Well, there's a lot of things that dolphins can do that might surprise you. And in this video, we were going to talk about 10 amazing things that prove the bond between humans and dolphins is real. Number 10, they recognize themselves in the mirror. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered what the person staring back at you was thinking? Maybe you pondered your existence, or maybe you just contemplated how you were gone. Nah, get that thing out of your teeth. We've all been there. You're hungry, you sit down to eat, and then suddenly you're redistracted by something else, and your food starts to get cold. The next thing you know, you're playing with your food instead of eating it. And when you look up, your food is gone. Well, turns out we're not the only ones who play with their food. Seasons change, people change, and sometimes change can be scary. But dolphins have learned to adapt to changes in their environment. Remember that time you had a really bad day and you just wanted to forget about it? Ever met someone who knew your name and it just made you feel special? Well, it turns out that dolphins are the same way. Do you know of any other things that dolphins can do? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. See ya. They actually recognize their caretakers by name. In fact, dolphins are so smart that they can even learn sign language. This means that they can communicate with their caretakers on a deeper level and even learn new tricks. A group of researchers from Hawaii taught a group of dolphins to recognize their names. The dolphins were able to learn the names of their caretakers and even respond to them when they were called. Well, it turns out that some animals have the same sentiment because dolphins are capable of remembering things for decades. In fact, they can remember the face of their trainer for decades, even if they haven't seen them in years. This is because dolphins have excellent memories, which helps them to remember things like mating rituals and migration routes. Their memory is so good that they can even remember the taste of a particular food. So if you ever have the opportunity to feed a dolphin, make sure to savor the moment. In fact, they are so good at detecting changes that they can sense when the water temperature rises or when there is an increase in boat traffic. They're also able to detect changes in their environment through sound. When you're sick or injured, it's important to take care of yourself and get plenty of rest. But sometimes that's just not possible. You have to go to work or school, even if you're feeling under the weather. Well, it turns out that dolphins don't have that problem because they have the ability to heal themselves. In fact, dolphins are one of the only animals that are immune to snakebite. They also have the ability to heal wounds quickly and efficiently. So if you ever find yourself in need of a little medical attention, maybe go take a dip in the ocean and see if a dolphin can help you out. For example, if there's a storm coming, dolphins will start making strange noises and swimming erratically. This is their way of communicating to other dolphins that something is wrong and they need to be prepared. Because dolphins are notorious for their love of toys, but they also like to play with their food. Dolphins will often toss fish in the air and catch them, or roll them around in the water just for fun. And sometimes they even like to bring their favorite human a special treat by bringing them a dead fish as a gift. Just make sure you thank them for the present. Otherwise, they might think you're rejecting them and be very upset. Dolphins are known for being excellent swimmers, but like anything, it takes practice to master the art of swimming. When you're at your job, do you ever wish that you could be friends with one of the people that you work with? When you're feeling blue, who do you call? Maybe your best friend, a family member, or someone else. Whoever it is, you probably want them to know exactly what's wrong, so that they can help you feel better. Turns out dolphins have the same sentiment, and they can actually tell if you're happy or sad just by looking at your face. In one study, a group of researchers from Japan showed a bunch of different facial expressions to a group of dolphins, and the dolphins were able to accurately identify the happy and sad faces more than 80% of the time. So if you're ever feeling down, maybe go pay a visit to your local aquarium and see if the dolphins can cheer you up. Maybe you work at a coffee shop, and you always dream of having a cute barista who makes you coffee every morning. Well, it turns out that it's not as far-fetched as you might think, because dolphins are capable of developing affection towards their caretakers. In fact, dolphins have been known to develop romantic affection towards their trainers. A female dolphin named Kathy developed a particular fondness for her trainer, TJ Amata, and would often rub against his legs and even try to kiss him during mating season. Talk about a dolphin who's trying to make a move on her trainer. And who better to teach a young dolphin how to swim than another? Young dolphins will often tag along with their mothers and copy her every move. However, sometimes they need a little extra help, especially when learning how to navigate in reverse. When a mother dolphin is teaching her calf how to swim backwards, she often let other dolphins in the pod take turns nudging the calf so that he or she will keep practicing and get the hang of it. It's like a whole team effort to make sure that the newest member of the pod is up to speed. Either way, it's strange for us to think that someone else could be doing the same. But dolphins are capable of recognizing themselves in the mirror. In 2017, a group of scientists from Austria took a bunch of baby dolphins and marked them with special ink. Then they put the dolphins in front of a mirror and watched as they tried to figure out what was going on. At first, the dolphins were confused, but eventually they started to realize that the reflection was themselves and proceeded to investigate their own markings. This shows self-awareness, something that most animals don't possess. 9. They help each other's babies learn how to swim. 8. They mourn the loss of their pod members. Losing a friend or a family member is one of the most difficult things that any of us can go through. And even though we may try to move on, it can be hard to forget those who have passed. Dolphins are similar in that they grieve when they lose a pod member. If a dead dolphin is placed in a pod, the living dolphins will spend time around the dead one, touching and nudging it. They also emit high-pitched whistles, which researchers believe is them mourning the loss of their friend. In some cases, dolphins have even been known to carry the body of a deceased pod member around with them for days. 7. They love to play with their food. 6. They develop affection towards their caretakers. 5. They can tell if you're happy or sad just by looking at your face. 4. They can detect changes in their environment. Ever since the beginning of time, Mother Nature has made it clear that things are always changing. 3. They have excellent memories. 2. They recognize their caretakers by name. 1. They have the ability to heal themselves. Well, there you have it, 10 amazing things that prove the bond between humans and dolphins is real.